welcome back to another episode of Break and Trad. I'm Alan.
And I'm Matt.
I'm Amanda.
And I'm Brittany.
And it's just us, ourselves, and what would be the plural
We.
of Yeah, we. Us, ourselves, and we. That's it.
For all our French listeners.
Yeah, we. Anyways, welcome back. We are hanging out. It's a little later than typical. We ended up doing our meeting that has been long overdue, I guess. And so it kind of led into a little more. It kind of got in depth for a little while. Mm-hmm. So there's that. But I'm excited to be here tonight. Is everybody good? Whew, okay, it's just a bunch of head nods. All right.
It's great for the podcast side.
I was thinking about what I wanted to say, but I couldn't find anything.
Billy Bob, are you excited to be here?
Always.
Hey, look, there you go. What about you, Amanda? Hey guys, welcome. This is episode 2, season 1 of Break and Trad. You guys
Man, remember back when we were scared to get in front of the microphone?
Oh my God! You know that I realized today. Okay, speaking of current events, okay, have you guys seen the previews for Oppenheimer? No. Look, Google, YouTube, whatever. Oppenheimer. Okay. Oppenheimer is the guy who helped put the atomic bomb together, right? Which it looks like a great film. But I'm looking at these guys and I'm like, how do they just get up there and do that? And then I got to thinking about it and it was like, it's probably because they've been doing it for a little while. You know what I mean? It's
right.
Like second nature now, where I come into this mic and I just start talking into the mic, and there's no longer any nerves or any fear or anything like that. Maybe it's the same way for those guys, you know?
Yeah.
As far as getting this.
Like it just becomes a part of what you do. Just like people watching you shoot. Like,
right.
you know, you start out and you're like, why are you watching me?
Don't look at me.
Don't look at me. Everybody turn around.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you're like, I don't care. And then everybody's quiet and like, can y'all,
make some noise.
Make some noise, please, because it's way too quiet around here.
Not like in a celebratory manner. Go, let's make some noise. But like talk.
Talk.
I appreciate it, but just it's not helping.
Yeah, no. Like that, like
You're
I think
making
that
it worse.
yeah, you get in your head then
Right. It's like
and everything gets quiet. I don't
like
know how people do it.
Like it's no longer about whether or not you're a good shot. For me anyways, it's about like when people get quiet, you start thinking it's like, is my form right? You know what I mean? It's like, are they picking
me?
Yeah, are they picking my form out?
What
You
are
know
Are they
what?
still here? Did they leave?
Yeah.
Or mine will be like, I know this is totally
They're just
TMI,
watching
but
me,
I'm
waiting
like,
me to fail.
is my bra rolled up? Are they looking at my fat roll? You know, like just weird girl stuff. You know, girls automatically.
Mine's
think
always
about
like,
weird things.
my butt is eating my shorts right now. And I can't even do anything about it because everybody behind me is going to see me picking out of my butt crack.
Lucky
Yeah.
shorts. Don't you? I'm
I mean,
sorry.
you know,
Sorry.
that's just.
Wait a minute.
always
That's where wiggling at the
hungry.
steak came from, ain't it?
That is.
Wiggle,
yeah.
wiggle, wiggle.
Way to call us out, Matt. Now everybody's gonna be like, they had a wedgie.
That's what they're doing. They're dancing out.
But it was a BT wedgie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Between the between
Right.
Yeah.
the butt cheek.
yeah. Thanks. leave
You're
nothing
welcome.
to the imagination.
Nothing.
Just playing.
Do we do
Yeah.
that here? I don't.
Yeah,
think
you
we
just
do.
smile
we
at
do
him and
not.
turn the other cheek, right?
That's right.
We're not leave things to the imagination
No,
kind
not
of
at all.
people.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, it
I mean,
doesn't.
it's a podcast. You're literally not supposed to.
Right.
Like,
Every detail.
yeah,
Every
you kind of
detail.
have to be very descriptive.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this is true.
So
Like I'm doing this right now, and they can't hear it.
True. This is true.
They can
They're
hear.
missing out.
They can hear Billy Bob playing with that spring over there, can't they?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Did I do it again?
No, it was me. I
That
did
was
it.
pretty.
She's like, "What spring? This one?"
I haven't even touched the stand since we started. And I'm like,
Hey, there. You know that's good, man. Like most times, Matt will have to say it 5 or 6 times, like talking to the mic or stop doing that. You know what
Stop
I'm
doing the
Oh.
drive-by.
Yeah.
Right.
he edits this stuff. I get to.
at the end of I didn't realize I was doing it, but recently at the end of episodes, he's like, "Well, I'm gonna have to turn you up."
Like you're sitting back,
Yeah,
relaxed,
I'm
so
just
you're
like
not
chilling,
on.
and you can't hear me, but now you can hear me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Anyways,
you're belting it. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
You back away from the microphone when
And
you
give a little
start to build.
vibrato.
Yeah.
Give a little vibrato.
Something
No,
like
it's
that.
too much. Why are you looking at me like that?
She thought something went between your cheeks.
That's great.
Oh my
that
goodness.
that wasp got him.
No, what was that? Was it Lionel Richie? He's like, he did an excessive vibrato. What?
I used to.
Let's see. What is it? I was born by the river.
Nope, that's Aaron
Oh,
Neville.
I know it's not Lionel Richie, but
Got you.
you know the
Dolly has an
The-
excessive vibrato.
Yeah.
Vibrato. Bless it.
Excessive
That's-
bra, is that what you said?
Yeah, she does have one
Yeah,
of those
she
too.
does.
But she, her vibrato is very
Hey, most people sit upstairs to see her vibratos.
yeah.
She got some really big vibratos.
Yes,
She's
yes.
a pretty funny lady.
Yes,
we
she
went
is.
we went that time and she's like, "No, don't y'all look down my shirt."
I wasn't looking.
Everybody upstairs like, oh.
Start, look away.
Yeah.
Look up at the ceilings. Like, yeah, you're right. Well, okay. So, welcome to the Break and Trad podcast, where we talk about traditional archery
And other things.
Everything in between.
and everything in between.
The cheeks.
The cheeks. BT the cheeks. There you go.
Between
So,
the cheeks with break and trad.
Yeah.
Between the cheeks. Oh my goodness! There we go, guys.
Was
Look
that our
out.
break and
That's our
trad after
only-
dark?
Our OnlyFans like
Oh
handle.
my lord! I was thinking underwear, but you guys are taking it to a whole nother level.
It's y'all's fault.
Hey,
That's
we-
all I have to say about it.
Like I was doing some Patreon stuff the other day, and somebody said we don't always hit, and Amanda was like, "Yeah, like, hey, that's my leg." Anyways, it's on Patreon if you want to go check it out. It's patreon.com/break and trad. Guys, there's 2 new videos up. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Okay. You can get a 30-minute clip if you go through Facebook, but other than that, I don't think you get anything if you go directly to it. You have to subscribe in order to see the videos.
Mhm.
That's all fine and good. We got 2 new videos up. ASTB. What was the other one? Kentucky Trad
Kentucky
Fest.
Trad Fest.
But this next one is gonna be epic. Okay. Well, I don't know if I'd say epic. I'll tell you this. I put a lot of work in making sure that that we had the intricacies of this video. For example, like when we did the recording or whatever, I set up the condenser mic, right, so we could get atmospheric. You can hear the atmosphere, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
There's some bowyer stuff that you can see where they're building the bows up here. Got all that audio. Perfect. It's awesome. Got description of a man. There's a gentleman there who was like teaching another guy how to build this bow, the self bow, and going into complete detail. I set up, that night, and then the following night, or the following day, anyways, tons of video. Got the entire crew. But if you really want to watch the video, you got to go to Patreon to get it.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, we don't have to do that anymore.
That's what I was pulling it up for now.
Okay.
And that was my way of asking.
Oh, okay. Good job. I got you. Anyways, speaking of, this video is going to be about the Twin Oaks Bow Hunters organization and their annual shoot that they put together, known as the Tennessee Classic. Can I get a... The Tennessee Classic. This is...
It was the 25th.
It was the 25th. Oh, by the way, you asked me how long we've been coming to this shoot. I got a memory on Facebook. It said 6 years. There was a 6-year image of me, and I looked like young. Anyways, it was bad.
By the way, when you slapped the table, the audio guy quit.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was like, wrong.
This is our third. This was our third. This was our third classic.
Have you been disappointed yet?
Yeah, when we have to leave.
Yeah.
Exactly.
True.
Exactly.
This weekend was hard for me. I don't know. I think, Matt kind of said on our way home, he was like, I don't like the 1-day thing. It's like you don't get to hang out with anybody. You feel rushed. It just, of course, made more sense for us this particular weekend to do it that way. But he's like, I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah, we're going to have to save in advance.
Yeah. Well, if anything, like you guys could pull your camper up there.
Mm.
That's the only reason why we left. And the following day, I called and was like, "Let me buy your camper." That's the only reason, because it would save significantly on output as far as room and board, right? But
Not
then,
for us.
why you say that?
Because it costs a butt ton to haul that camper. It cost me a full tank to go to Briarfield and back.
A full tank.
So it would take 3 tanks to go there and back.
Jeez, well, Pete's.
hmm
Maybe sell that one and get a smaller one.
Yeah, it's in the discussions.
Oh, okay, there you go.
The only thing is that we would have to buy used because you can't buy a new camper right now for less. Most of them that are smaller than ours are more than what we paid for our gigantic one at this point.
So come on down to BT Campers.
Yeah.
Anyways, no, I get it, but we were talking too. It's like, think about how much you missed just not being there.
hmm
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, Keith, he was talking about all the things. Then I was like, man, I'd
I know,
love
I'm
to
like,
been like
one-
a fly on the wall.
Yeah. One day we're gonna camp up there with them.
They invited us Saturday night. Like, I borrowed a charger from Keith's buddy, and I apologize, pal. I don't remember your name, but he was like, "Y'all come up.
Almost remember it.
Y'all come up this evening. We're gonna eat, and after we eat, we're gonna hang out. The fella's gonna play guitar, all this other stuff. We're gonna hang out." And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go back and sleep in a hotel room. I was almost disappointed about it,
Mhm.
But you got to go, and you got to eat, and everything
I was
else.
So tired. Like I don't know what the tired level was, but I was so tired.
Why are we not over the R100 yet? That's what I want to know. Like, I still haven't fully recovered.
Right.
Well, okay, so Billy Bob
No.
was like, "How are you gonna do? Are you gonna do fine?" I was like, "Well, I did the R100 in one day. I mean, like 40 targets. Yeah, I got this like on lockdown."
Yeah,
And
right.
I was like,
Dragging your feet. It was probably due to the concussion, but we'll get into that.
Yeah.
We'll get into that. We'll get
At least
into
that happened on the back half, not the first half.
That's true.
He hit you on the back calf, too?
"Yeah."
Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize until well after we had already shot that I shot a completely clean round.
Oh, yes.
you
No
did not
misses.
miss
Nice.
any.
I didn't miss anything. I only had 6 total 5s
And he pulled out
out of 40 arrows.
He pulled out a never have been done before.
I
Right, you
know.
too.
I'm jealous. I am so jealous. I really am. Okay? So there's certain shoots that we go to that I consider, well, I hate to kill the word, but prestigious. You know what I mean? Like there's multiple shoots that you can go to where if you were to place at this, it would feel like some sort of accomplishment and goal.
Because you're shooting with like the best of the
Yeah,
best of
right.
every in
Exactly.
every group.
This being one of those. You see
Yeah.
what I mean?
I mean, you think about the amount of registered shooters they had, which was
700.
770
Right.
or more, 770 plus.
Right.
And that, like, and then you
Top
know,
out.
you get to see the amount of people who you were competing with, which is for you guys was like 20, 30, 40. Like it was a lot.
Depending
There
on
was-
what class you was
Yeah,
in.
there were a lot of, and even with us, like I didn't feel good about my round because I did miss. What did I say? I missed 5. I think I missed 5.
Okay.
I think some of them were your
Wow.
fault, but
I didn't remember. I didn't think you missed that many.
I don't remember missing that many, but I might have only missed 3. You know what? I don't remember.
Hmm.
I don't know,
It
but
caused memory
the longer
loss.
this conversation goes on, the better you get. So,
Yeah, I don't know. But no, so my score did not reflect how I felt about how I shot.
Mm-hmm.
Even given the misses, my score did not reflect that.
So what do you
like,
mean by that? Do you mean like you felt pretty solid in your process and that you did what you were supposed to do and that your score reflected a lower count?
80% of the time, I felt like my process was, I felt okay.
Yeah.
There was a few times where I knew like that weird upward pluck. I have no idea what
She
the heck
plucked
that
up.
was.
Plucked up. That's new.
Yeah,
That's a later on.
yeah. I don't know where that came into play and why all of a sudden I guess I was trying to pull back, but instead I pulled up. which
Ole.
Just
Soleil.
Ole.
yeah, I
Two-
mean, Like I
If,
said,
if we
out
see
there,
that on the video, we gotta add that in there.
yeah.
Okay.
We'll like
Just
throw
like I
it,
said.
like drop a Simbro. Just like, on it.
I know one of them was one of the times I plucked was also the tree incident. So that one will not be there, but I
Oh.
did it more than once.
Okay.
So I know for a fact there's got to be another one.
Okay.
Because
So, I mean, it's all about
literally
hitting your
just did
shoulder, though.
this.
You know, you got to pull out, right?
What's
Back.
that?
Make sure when you draw back, you pull out.
Mm.
I can't even pull out of my own driveway. All right, this is going too
So,
far.
Yeah. Anyways.
BT between the cheeks.
Yeah. But
Uh,
I don't know. I just felt like I thought my score was gonna be better, and it still wound up being, I think, less than what I had calculated. So they may have gave me a 0 anyway. Amanda had wrote one of my. Y'all called it something, and it really wasn't what it was, and so she had to scribble it out and mark it in and
Fix it.
fix it. But it still looked like a 0.
But I wrote it on the side.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it didn't take you 10 points away.
wait,
Because I had thought I scored a 297, but when they released the scores, it says 287. So,
Mm.
which is still not, in my opinion, it was not good. Not for what I know I can do, what I've done.
I agree. I felt the same way. I honestly felt the same way. I got out here and practiced this week before the shoot, and ended up I was slinging dingers. You know, like
Mhm.
I had my point on, I had my gaps, I was solid before I walked out of here. Left and went back up there, and I'm gonna chalk it up to that whole mental.
Yeah.
Like this is it. Like this is one of the best ones. I need to top here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think it affected me. I think it affected me.
I think it did too, because you had said several times, like, got to be at a 4, got to get a 4, got to hit a 4, got to hit a 4.
Yeah, I really just was like, oh man, another 5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I try not to dwell on it.
Well, when it comes, I agree. Like you shouldn't dwell on it. But then, and I didn't initially, right?
See, you be mathing too much. That's your problem.
Well, it's not even that. It's not even that. It's like one of my personal goals is to shoot a perfect round. Okay. That's one of my personal goals, right? So a perfect round to me is 10s. They're not considering the 11s, right? So they considered 11s. A perfect round for 40 targets is 400 points, right?
Well, 440 there, right?
It was 444 because of the 11s.
Yeah.
But with just considering 10s,
444, and then it would have been 458 if you count the steel
right?
deer.
But that's considering 11s again.
Mhm,
But
yeah.
I'm saying only 10s. If I was to shot 10s the whole round, that'd have been a 400, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so that would have been that was kind of my goal, is to shoot a 400. So as I'm going and I hit an 8, I'm like, okay, so I need 2 points to make that up. Whether it comes from an 11 or a 10 or whatever, you see what I'm saying? Or it would have to be an 11 at that point, right?
2
Yeah.
of them.
You're right. In order to make that up. So I need 2 11s to make this up, to get to that. And I do that on every shoot, right? But some days, even though I'm mathing to get to that, like, I don't know. I honestly think because I was shooting wide left
For a
when,
good bit of the day.
yeah. And when I was home, I was right down the goal. Like I was slinging dingers right down, like right down center. And it was fine. But I get out there and I shoot hard left. I had the most 8s that I had. Shoot since the beginning. And I think it was that whole what was my score? 367?
Yours was 367.
367. Let's see. Divided by what? 40?
Mm-hmm.
Here, let's math it real quick. Or 40. We'll just say 40. 367 divided by 40 is a 9175. That's my average. I shot a little more than 9 and an 8th
And
average.
I almost
out of
had
40
you.
targets. You almost
Mhm.
have me.
I was if one of those 5s would have been a 10 and one of those 5s would have been an 8, I would have beat you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I was only down by 5 points.
Well, there's
I
always
mean, but
next
she
time.
has kind of been kicking your tail this season. So.
She has. She's coming in strong, and I'm going to. You know what? I'm going to make excuses, and I want you all to hear it. Okay. I'm work 7 to 5:30 every day, and I don't have any time. This week is the most I've shot my bow like consecutively since I've been off or whatever. But I get a
mean,
couple hours of daylight.
You shoot your bow more than I shoot mine. I'm just saying.
So your
Hey Amanda,
excuse
don't
has
take
been
my legs out from under me. Okay?
Invalid.
valid,
Invalid.
null and void.
All right.
And I was and so wait, I came in second under Kim Timberlake, which I think is awesome because Kim is a bad beep.
There's a beep on there. It's the beep.
Sleeping on the job.
It says beep.
Bad.
Yeah. Go ahead one more time. Bad.
Bad.
There you go.
And she was out there shooting woodies too.
Whoa, what?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like strictly
Asher?
shooting. No, she wasn't shooting ash. She was shooting wood arrows.
Which is
Mhm.
pretty incredible.
Yeah, I think she's gonna try for
USA.
in
Sweet.
Yeah, I
That'd be
think
cool.
she should.
a
Yeah.
couple weeks.
Well, there's that. Wait, in a couple weeks.
Yeah, June.
Yeah, it's
Not
London.
this year.
Yeah.
No. Next year, yeah.
Is it next year?
Surely to God it's not this year because I've
Mm,
I thought we had a year or two.
I don't know, babe.
Go to USAT and see if it is what it is or not. Anyways, so
I'm sorry, say that address again.
USARchery, I think .com.
Mm-hmm. USA Archery.
Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, she's gonna be doing the 3D
2024.
trials 2024.
Okay.
Whew,
Next.
okay, so I still got a little while. All right.
2024.
I'm coming in hot. I'm going to Kentucky and I'm going to try out.
You better get a raise.
What do you mean?
I heard it's expensive.
There's always that.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give it a shot anyways.
Yeah, I think you should.
I think I would.
We all should. You never know how well you turn out till you show up, right?
Yeah. Right.
I gotta get me.
You
some
remember
arrows,
you remember Ryan's story, right? He said he came in short, like he was feeling all messed up, and then he ended up getting situated and pulled it out.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good.
I would not try out until I return to Lancaster and redeem myself. So
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to kick some tails with my longbow.
Listen, there's documented proof here, so you better when you go in there because otherwise somebody's going to be like, "We're just going to kick some tail."
I am. I'm gonna kick some tail with my stick bow.
There you go, and and some woodies.
yeah, I think we have to bring wood arrows too.
Yep, longbow outlaws, right?
You don't have to right now until they make us an
Oh, that's
official
right.
class. Like if they make an official
Longbow class. Then you
longbow
have to.
class,
Mhm.
then you have to shoot wood. It's not exactly required to shoot wood, but I might shoot wood. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
I'm definitely shooting my Kiska though.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys go? You guys all going in with woods for Lancaster?
I
I know we're getting a little off topic. What we're just talking it out because tonight's a discussion.
I don't know if we're gonna do wood arrows or not yet.
I mean, are you guys?
I
Gonna
know they're
go-
not gonna have a class this year for us, so we may just shoot what we have. But Matt said he was going longbow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
You gonna go longbow? Longbow?
Blah, 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 blah.
I haven't decided if I'm gonna longbow yet.
He found that beat button, wearing it out.
Yeah, I haven't decided yet. I probably will, because I've shot considerably better with it this year than I expected, and I really do like it.
I got my rig.
And I got my hot pink string, so
Mm.
yay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick barebow. I got me a new rig. I think I'm gonna shoot it. I was slinging dingers today, wasn't I, Billy Bob?
You was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I think with a little practice, I might be able to pull it out.
Santo and Chris are gonna be so happy. We're coming to join you.
Yep. Okay, so let's get back on topic. Let's talk
Yep.
about Twin Oaks Bow Hunters Tennessee Classic.
Yes.
Let's paint a picture. Can we do that? Can we do a verbal picture?
I don't know, Bob Ross, can we?
These are just little mistakes. We're going to turn these into birds.
These 5s are 8s.
Let's,
Depending on who you ask, it might be a 10.
these are happy clouds. Let's make them happy clouds.
Hey, that one that I messed up on yours though was because they told me the wrong thing.
I
Remember?
know, it
They-
was their fault.
They
Yeah, whoever was at the
It was
stake.
one of they.
Oh, it's one of they.
Yeah. Y'all are the one that said it, and I wrote it down.
I
Because
don't-
y'all goof like that all the freaking time.
Well, no, I think that one was an honest mistake because
No.
Amanda had something and you had something, and then Matt maybe looked at Amanda's thinking it was yours. And remember that one? Was it
Well, they were wrapped around each other. The fletching was
Yeah.
like the arrows were like this.
right?
So when you first looked, one was this
Backwards.
one, and then
But
the
I
other
don't-
one was
Likely
this.
I don't.
story.
I don't think it was goofing. I don't think any goofing was involved. We don't play with scores.
Y'all be goofing.
So so when we come down the hill, yeah, it's like out in the middle of nowhere. You come down this hill. For those of you,
Never know that this is in the holler.
and
Just never would.
yeah, exactly. Like so, there's cornfields as soon as you take a left. You come up. There's cornfields.
Well,
like,
you gotta. There's a preface there. Before we even got to go to the shoot, we got to see the back of the car.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
We
Our
were
tag
at
got
a
stolen.
hotel.
oh
yeah.
gosh! oh,
Shout
my.
out to the meth heads in Clarksville, Tennessee at the Days Inn.
Yeah.
Oh my
Unless
God.
it was the people who I parked in their spot, quote unquote, and were just mad. Because when I tell you that girl gave me the worst go to look that you have ever seen, I smiled and like I just genuinely didn't see the issue.
right
But she was standing like by my car smoking her cigarette.
eyeballing you.
Yes.
What? So you parked, how did you park in their spot, though? How was it
So
their
their
spot?
door was here, and our door was here, and there was
Again,
this
she's drawing
one
two lines perpendicular.
parking spot here, a parking spot here,
A half rectangle has parking
here,
spots,
and here, and the
There's 4.
stairs were here.
and a set of
Almost
stairs
like they
with-
lived there or something. Like it was a live-in spot.
Yeah, like
'Cause it was, like,
just
totally
the
separate.
only spot that was by itself. Everything else was on the other side of the steps, side by side by side by side by side.
Mhm.
They obviously didn't live there because when we woke up that morning and we were up pretty early, they were already gone.
Along with your tag.
Yeah,
Along with my tag.
they
So
moved out
I'm
because they
not
were so mad.
saying they did it, but I'm not
So
saying
the
they
evil girl who was evil eye and Brittany, we would like to have the tag back, please.
did. And
We know you
$200.
did it.
And $200. Did it cost you $200 to get another tag?
No, she just wants $200.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As
My
re-
trouble.
Lucky for
Right.
you, she had to get a new tag anyway.
I know. Of all the tags to steal, and like I said,
It was already
if it wasn't,
expiring.
if it wasn't her, then maybe that's why they took it because they're gonna have to change plate real quick, and they're like, oh yeah, they're gonna have to get a new one this month, whatever.
well, maybe.
So,
Well,
you know,
so-
just an inconvenient because then you have that risk of getting pulled over, and then I had to drive the speed limit. And...
Oh
you're
my
coming down the
God.
hill.
Yeah, speed limit. Oh my goodness, that's
That was
crazy.
the longest trip home ever.
She made an hour trip into 3 hours trip by doing the speed limit.
I know.
So
It's ridiculous.
so Saturday morning, you guys wake up, your tag's gone. We get a message like somebody stole my tag,
What?
and I was like, what did she say? And then Amanda, like y'all were texting back and forth. So I typically I stay out of the text group now because I just like I go, hey, what did they say? And you know,
Yep.
and then it's all conveyed. You know, anyways, so you guys wake up Saturday morning, your tag's gone. That's a shame. It's never happened before.
Had to call the popo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to deal with that. We had y'all had a late start. We had a late start. When we get there again. You get there. It's all cornfields, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you see this little sign that says Twin Oaks Bowhunter Tennessee Classic. You take a left through these gates, and there's people camped all the way down the side of this little dirt road. And you start going down this hill, and then there's like 3 different like buildings there. You got a little cabin. You got this work area on the
Mhm.
right hand side, and beyond it, you have a communal area with like tables and chairs or
Kitchen.
yeah.
and-
Kitchen, drinks.
But-
Home of the world famous Pappy Burger.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Oh, by the way, that's a Patreon exclusive. If you guys want to go check this video out, I have like detailed video of how they make the Pappy Burger.
You did go in there.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. They let me come into the kitchen.
That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Was Pappy there to approve this?
Pappy was. I said
Cool.
I looked at Pappy, I said they said I could come in. He goes, all right, but just be careful in there.
Kid tested.
He's so
Pappy
sweet.
approved.
Yeah, he's
Pappy's
a good guy.
man.
Yeah.
He's a good one.
But so we got down there, right? We all got together. warmed up a little bit and tried to hit it real hard
Mhm.
right out the gate. Just so because we knew there was going to be a lot of people. It looked like there was a lot of people when you pulled up, and we had to have our cars turned in by 3 because we
Right.
all got there Friday afternoon. Wasn't able to really do a whole lot of anything.
Mhm.
Next year, I want the 3 days. I've got to have the 3 days simply because they have a barebow class, they have a longbow class, and they have a recurve class, and I want to be able to shoot in
And a
all-
primitive.
Primitive.
and a primitive, and I, want to
wanted
be able to
to
shoot
shoot a
all the
primitive.
classes. I don't have a primitive. I've got to get with somebody. Although I could go up a little earlier and build one.
Mhm.
This thing's not going. This ain't cutting it. Okay, I don't know who built that, but I think they've crooked in the middle somewhere.
That's the point in primitive.
Yeah.
If
They
I
all look
but if
crooked.
I built it, if
it
what's his
wouldn't be.
name?
Tony?
Huh?
You need Tony Tall?
Yeah, if Tony was to build it, it wouldn't be like that.
Yeah,
Like,
I want one too.
so.
I think that one's taller than me. I'm pretty sure.
I'm
that's
pretty sure
taller
it's
than
way
me.
taller than you. It's almost touching the ground right now.
So
Yeah.
it is almost touching the ground. My goodness. So
That
we-
is definitely taller than me.
Uh-oh, somebody's alarm's going off. Anyway, so we get there, we hit the course, and it was like, I mean, the same thing it is every year. They had scenes laid out, they had different aspects. They had
We actually moved pretty fast. We had to we got stopped at one point, but then it kind of
right.
we sailed on through.
What was your favorite target, Matt?
Favorite all the ones I hit.
You didn't miss anything.
Huh?
I don't think you had any misses.
Yeah, I did.
Oh. Whatever.
Anything specific other than that?
Anything specific I missed? Is that what anything specific that you missed? I don't know. The iron targets are always fun. Used to hit them
Yeah.
a lot more often for some
Oh,
reason than I do
Steely
now.
Dan.
Well, so, yeah, Steely Dan. You like the iron target?
I was robbed.
You were robbed.
Yeah.
I was
You're-
amazed that
Y'all are pretty close though.
My arrow hit like
Yeah, I think you and Matt were both very
mouse.
close.
Yeah.
Billy Bob did what I did last year and just shot over the whole thing, and I was like, "Whew, okay, arrow's safe."
Yeah.
Speaking of
Still
Billy,
broke my arrow.
Did it really?
Sarah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dang.
No.
Well, since we're asking Billy Bob, what was your favorite target?
The two moose, the two moose, the side by side. You
Uh-huh.
just pick one. I mean,
Was it the
Any-
one with the audio where they were blowing? Was it on the hill? Is
No,
that the
the
one?
bigger
no,
one.
it
No,
was-
the bigger
they were
ones-
down-
Oh, the big
they were down
boys.
that trail.
Yeah.
In the hill,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's right. That's right. There was two massive ones out
Yeah,
there.
because he's seen
Any
real
any
ones.
target that size is just impressive to me.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Is it a tick?
Welcome to the world of traditional archery, where you come out of the woods and 3 days later you start finding random ticks all over you. Well,
Raw tick.
But
I kept feeling something. I was like,
for sure.
what was your favorite, Brett?
Do you even
Just
have
trying
to
to get down
ask?
in
The
there.
dual Bigfoots.
Yes.
No, let me tell you something. These
That was my
Bigfoots.
second favorite.
Oh, that was your second favorite. These Bigfoots. These scenes with the Bigfoots are intimidating.
I love them.
Well, the way they had their setup, it looked like, man, you better run, shoot, do something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because that one guy was coming out behind the tree, and he was like, I'm fixing to get your."
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
Welcome back.
we
It's on the other page. I'll get there.
we considered if there hadn't have been people behind us, I probably would have climbed up in his lap and let him.
yeah, it was a perfect spot to like get in his lap and be like,
I took his shoulder out.
yeah, you got him right in the
Disable
shoulder.
him.
real
Disable
good.
him.
I got him in his belly button.
You
Really?
did, yeah. I got him just a little higher than his chest. I think Matt got him in the neck.
I don't think I've ever shot
Or
more
the
than a
throat.
5 on him.
Remember.
I know
why.
because it's almost impossible because they
I
have
know.
different Yetis or different Bigfoots, and some of them they're belly center,
Mhm.
and some of them are chest center, and I never know which is which.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know the one at the IBO last year or the year before last at Twin Oaks at the same shoot, the IBO Worlds. They had a couple Bigfoots out for the
Oh yeah, I got him in the nipple.
sharpshooter shot,
Hmm.
and they had belly centers.
Hmm.
I remember that, but I think there was a
I know
little
the one at the
smaller in
Panhandle
one.
is different than those.
Yeah, I don't like him. I mean, I like Bigfoot. I like this Bigfoot, but I don't like the Panhandle's Bigfoot. He's scary. He's that one they put the like orange eyes or whatever on him.
Oh,
I guess if I had to pick a
Jazz.
target, it would be the blind.
Really,
turkey
you were
from the
fixing to take
blind.
mine, man. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
On the turkey.
Yes. What was
That's
what,
pretty good.
what was your favorite one?
You know, I don't know. I like all of them. I don't know if I had a favorite though.
Like one where you were just like, "Wow, that's cool." You were on fire too. I can't blame you. You were just like, "Fine, give me center." You didn't see targets. You just seen
I
them.
really
10 rings. It's all right. But I mean, is there
Like
any?
the pick ones. The pick ones were really cool. That way you could pick.
Oh
your,
yeah, I did like the
your
pick
distance.
ones.
Like if you're not necessarily picking a target, like
You're picking your
yeah,
spot.
yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Gotcha. I dig that too. I think that's awesome. I think the scenes themselves are pretty remarkable. Like, just okay. So again, we help put out targets every year. We do this one shoot every year, and we help put out targets. And by the time we're done, we're dragging our feet, you know. And it's just 25, 30 targets, just single targets in some cases, right?
Mm-hmm.
But think about the work that is involved with trying to produce like a scene, you know, like okay, that they could have literally went out there. There was one stake we had to go to. They could have literally went out there and put one line target down,
Mm-hmm.
but instead they put one line target and they put 2 or 3 other billy goat targets that weren't even shootable. Like they weren't broadside. There was no rings on them or anything. Just to make a scene of this line going after these targets, and your
Yeah.
goal is to
Right.
shoot this line.
I mean, I don't think that's as hard as the wild elk that we released last year at the hill, but
Oh, that was funny. We'll go into that, but so we but the one Matt's talking about, go a little more in depth. So you walk up, there's this blind, right? And the targets, again, aren't probably 15, 20 yards, right? So you're sitting in you got to get in this blind. You got to sit on this 5-gallon bucket or log, right? It was log. And you have to take your shot. You can pick any one of these, but there's like 6 or 7 turkey targets out there, which I'm glad they didn't distribute those through the course, because I severely hate turkeys when it comes to targets.
I know they really didn't. That was the only
That
turkey.
was the only one, but they put them all out there. Like there was it a
except the
gaggle?
one in the
Like a
Bigfoot hand.
gaggle.
Is it a gaggle?
Gaggle.
There's a turkey
Gaggle.
there.
Huh?
There was a turkey in the Bigfoot's hand.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Oh, he was
Couldn't
inflatable.
shoot it though.
Yeah.
But you walk up to this blind, and as you walk into the blind, you pass this motion censored
I know what she's thinking.
noisemaker that it sounded like clucking, you know,
Mm-hmm.
calling.
They're right there,
Yeah.
literally right across from us. What are you doing?
What you put me on? You stopped me. What?
The
what did you-
beehive guy.
Yeah.
Oh
He was
yeah,
my
there's
favorite.
video of that. Don't go too into that.
I'm
We need to
not.
leave something for
I'm
Patreon.
not. But I think before we run out of time,
Oh, are you calling it right now?
yeah, because my alarm's going off because I have food in the oven, you know,
Ah.
to feed our children. So, before we run out of time, we must visit how Alan almost took Brittany out.
Oh
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Why
do
don't
that.
Why don't you tell it since?
Okay, so first of all, we have been recording every single stake just about.
Mhm.
Get to this one, Alan's like, we're not going to record, we'll just shoot it. I'm going to record the very last one.
Mm-hmm.
Premeditated.
Already suspicious.
It's not. No.
Already
There's no
something's up
premeditation
there.
involved.
Walk down, we score them, turn around to walk back up, and Alan had set his bow on a tree, but the bow was leaned. The tree was leaned, and it was like teed off with another tree going across it, like it was leaned up another tree. And he goes to grab his bow, and at the same time, I look up and realize what's happening, and I'm like, "No, don't!" And then he already grabbed it. Brittany's in front of him.
Oh man.
What do you think? It was like a 4 foot long piece,
I heard it conk.
4 inches in diameter, broke in half, and straight smacked Brittany right in the head, like
Right in the head.
right in the head. We should have took it. We should have took the log with us.
We should have.
For
I think
evidence.
I think it was closer to 4 to 5 foot because
Yeah, it
when
was
I
huge.
looked at it, it was roughly the same size as me as far as height goes.
I didn't
Yeah,
want to
it
say
was
anything,
huge.
but
It-
he was looking at her head and the tree back and forth.
I wasn't looking
Like
at
real
nothing.
fast.
I was just
he
trying
was
to get my
waiting for the
bow.
right moment.
It did just happen to be just the right moment, and I
Oh.
have had a headache ever since.
Premeditated.
Oh, man.
That's what I'm having. Sympathy pains. Is that
It
what's
might
going
be.
on?
Is it on the right side?
It is.
That's
Huh.
what's happening.
Oh my goodness.
No, well, it hit me right
Mystery
here.
headache solved.
Right here. It is actually, it's tender, so maybe don't push on it like that.
So yeah, Matt tried to take you out. Alan tried to take you out.
Matt would be more believable.
Matt, it was a conspiracy. Matt
Yeah.
hired him to do
It
it.
was-
Right,
Check
this is
check
what
the bait
happened.
I
statements.
thought you said there was no paper trail, Alan.
Check the bank
He
statements.
said, I
Uh,
told you I wasn't comfortable with
Anyway, I'm sorry. it was not intentional.
it. No,
But
it's
Amanda
totally
has
fine.
put us on a time limit, and I understand completely. I'm not holding it against her. I think we've.
I mean, y'all
run a
keep
little over.
going. I'm
What
just
do-
gonna have to sneak out.
What are we running now?
42 minutes.
Yeah, we're getting close anyhow, right? So, do we have lists of shoots, or are we gonna move on to that? We're gonna have a guest on next week to discuss an upcoming shoot that we're really looking forward to.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And you know, guys, don't forget about Mississippi Traditional Bow Hunters or Bow Hunter Organization. I can't remember. Layla and Kevin and Jonathan's club,
It's South. It's
South.
Southern Traditional Archery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Southern
Yeah,
Traditional
that's it.
Archery.
Yeah, if you need to know more about it, check out the 2 shows previous because
Yeah.
they were
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
That's
they're
right.
on there. Go
That's
check it
right.
out.
Or our Facebook page where we do have
Mhm.
all of the shoots
Yep.
shared.
Absolutely. But so I guess we'll go into patrons.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got 2 new patrons.
Yeah.
New as in they show up as new.
Right.
Mhm.
And one of those would be the Push Archery, which we want to say thanks. That means a
Definitely.
lot.
Yeah.
Thanks, Matt.
he gave more than he needed to. And
Yeah.
yep,
We certainly appreciate that.
absolutely.
Thanks, Maddie Z.
Matty Z. And Justin Summers again. He uploaded
Mhm.
to be a new patron. So we've got
Thanks,
that.
Justin.
But let's not forget about our other patrons.
Yeah.
The ones that have been committed from day one, who literally signed up mainly from the beginning.
Mhm.
You know.
We got the OG, Jill Butler.
Yep.
We
Mhm.
love her.
And Joshi
Joshi.
Station. We all know who that is.
I always thought
Wink,
it said
wink.
Joe Shea, but
Joshi.
And then the Snyder fella who runs Whiskey City.
David.
Yep. But no,
And-
guys, thanks.
I was trying to remember who else. Steve Moore, I think.
Yeah.
Steve Moore, we
Oh,
met
we met
him.
him.
Yeah, we finally got to meet
Yes,
Steve.
Yeah.
Steve.
I know. Now we have a face to the name.
You're right. That's right. I got some video of him shooting too,
Yeah.
by the way. So
He was right in front of us.
yep, he'll get to
Mhm.
watch himself shoot on video.
it's awesome.
But yeah, no, it's good times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the only one of us who got a trophy was Amanda.
Yep. Congratulations, Amanda. Again, I'm jealous. Very proud. I'm very proud of you, but I also harbor a slight amount of jealousy.
I mean, at least I didn't beat you too. That would have been even worse.
Wait,
So close.
Did you not hear? I'm proud of you. Like you just keep coming at me.
It's not going to happen this year.
So close.
You suck. Wait, I
It
said
has
I'm
been
happy for
like-
you. Yeah, but you suck.
We've been shooting with you guys for what, 4 years now?
Yeah.
It has been a consistent goal. She wants to beat herself, but more than she wants to beat herself, she wants to beat you.
This is a
Really?
true statement.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because you always have a higher score than me. It's my turn.
And
It's
she's turning it
bull.
on.
I can't.
My
believe
only
that.
goal is to beat Alan Marcy.
Is that legitimate?
Richard Martini.
That's right. I got a new nickname.
Yeah.
Richard Martini. I love it. Oh man! And you know what? Y'all didn't even come up with it. I was shaking a guy's hand. He's like, "Hey, I'm so and so." Oh, I forget his name.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
I don't know, but he's really nice too. I sat there and
He
talked
was
to him
very
for a
nice.
while.
He used to be a teacher. I think you said.
Maybe.
Maybe I can pick it up on the audio when I go back there and do
Yeah.
all that. But I shook his hand. He was like, "Hey, it's nice to meet you. I'm so and so. What's your name?" I was like, "My name's Alan Marcy." Alan Marty? No, Marcy. Martini?
Alan
Yes.
Martini is what
Yes,
he
it
said.
is. And then I looked at Amanda. I said, "Richard Martini. That's a new one."
And too bad you didn't win any of the auction raffle items because you did put that.
I put Richard
Martini on every ticket.
Oh, okay, guys. Was I peeking?
Yes.
Did I peek? I'm sorry.
And for anybody wondering what he's peeking at, that's an audio term.
Yeah. I'm going red. I'm going red. All right, guys. So I guess that does it for another episode of Breaking Trad. Get on Facebook, follow us. Go to Instagram, follow us. Go to Breaking Trad or patreon.com/Breaking Trad. Follow us. And be on the lookout. May have some big things in the work
You
here.
literally never know what might be coming your way.
Right.
Yep.
So I hope to see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.